9 games, not a single loss. And now, one of the most outspoken players in British football has just put the entire championship on notice. Alright, Red Dragons faithful, if you're back in Wrexham in the championship like I am, smash that subscribe button and let's get into this, because what James McClean just said has got everyone talking. James McClean doesn't do quiet confidence, he doesn't do humble predictions, and after Wrexham's 1-1 draw at Preston North End extended their unbeaten run to 9 matches, the Irish winger came out and said what every Wrexham supporter has been thinking but almost didn't dare say out loud. We're more than capable of beating anybody in this division. Think about that for a second. This is a club that was playing non-league football just 3 years ago. A club that Hollywood saved from obscurity. And now they're sitting 12th in the championship, just 3 points off the playoffs, with one of their senior players genuinely believing they can take down Leeds, Sheffield United, Burnley, any of them. This isn't just bravado. This is a statement that reflects where Wrexham actually are right now. 9 games unbeaten. The joint most draws in the division, yes, but also a side that's lost just once in the last 14 matches. Phil Parkinson has built something proper here. A team that's resilient, organised, and frankly, starting to scare people. But here's what makes this moment so significant. Wrexham aren't just surviving in the championship anymore. They're competing. And McClean's comments suggest they're ready to push on and prove they belong not just in this division, but potentially even higher. But to understand how we got here, we need to go back. Let's be honest, when Wrexham secured back-to-back promotions and landed in the championship, most pundits wrote them off. The narrative was simple. Nice story, Hollywood glamour, passionate fan base, but they'll struggle in the second tier. They'd be fighting relegation. They'd be out of their depth. And for a little while, it looked like the doubters might be right. The championship is ruthless. It's relentless. 24 teams, all desperate for Premier League riches, all capable of beating each other on any given Saturday. This isn't League One. This isn't a place where passion alone gets you through. But Phil Parkinson knew that. The gaffer has been around the block. He knows this division inside out. So he set about building a side that could handle the physicality, the intensity, the sheer grind of championship football. He brought in experience. Players like James McClean, a man who's played at the highest level, who's faced the best, who knows what it takes to compete. And slowly, quietly, Wrexham started proving people wrong. The draw started piling up. 9 of them now, the most in the division. Some fans might see that as frustrating, but here's the truth. Those draws are points against sides who expected Wrexham to comfortably beat them. Every time the Red Dragons go away from home and come back with a point, it's a statement. Every time they dig deep and hold on, it's another brick in the foundation Parkinson is building. Look at the Preston match, away from home, against the side desperate for points themselves. Kiefer Moore, the big Welsh striker, a proper championship player, puts Wrexham ahead. The racecourse faithful, those who made the trip up to Lancashire, dared to dream. But Preston hit back through Harrison Armstrong, and suddenly Wrexham were under pressure. This is where lesser sides crumble. This is where inexperience shows. But not Wrexham. They battened down the hatches. They showed character. They fought for every second ball, every header, every blade of grass. And they came away with a point that moved them up to 12th in the table. 12 in the championship, just 3 points off the playoffs. Behind closed doors, you have to imagine Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney must be pinching themselves. This was the dream, wasn't it? But even they probably didn't think it would happen this quickly. The atmosphere around the club right now is electric. The Welcome to Wrexham cameras are capturing something special. A team that's not just competing, but genuinely starting to believe they can mix it with anyone. And that's when James McClean stepped up to the microphones. If you look at that team, you know the quality we have here. We're not overawed going to any ground. There it was. Simple, direct, confident. McClean didn't stop there. He doubled down. We look forward to the challenge, and we believe we're more than capable of beating anybody in this division as each game comes. Now, this is James McClean we're talking about, a player who's faced abuse, controversy and pressure throughout his career. A man who's played in the Premier League, who's represented his country at major tournaments, who doesn't say things he doesn't mean. When McClean speaks, people listen, whether they like him or not. And what he was saying was clear. Wrexham aren't here to make up the numbers. They're not content with just surviving. They're looking at the teams above them, the big clubs with massive budgets and parachute payments, and they're thinking, yeah, we can have you. This division, anyone can beat anyone. It's ruthless, McClean continued. To go 9 unbeaten is no easy feat, and it shows you the character and the quality we have in this team. 9 games unbeaten. Think about that. In a division where Leeds, Sheffield United and Burnley, clubs with parachute payments and Premier League experience, are all scrapping for promotion, Wrexham have gone 9 without losing. That's not luck. That's not Hollywood magic. That's proper football. Could anyone have predicted this back in August? Could anyone have honestly said Wrexham would be 3 points off the playoffs in December? If they did, they should be putting the lottery on, because this has been extraordinary. But here's the question. Is McClean right? Can Wrexham genuinely beat anyone in this division? The evidence suggests yes. They've already shown they can compete. They've already proven they won't be bullied. And now, with confidence surging through the squad, they've got a massive test coming up, Hull City away on Wednesday night. This is the moment. This is where words become action. The reaction to McClean's comments has been fascinating. Wrexham fans, predictably, are buzzing. Social media has been flooded with Red Dragon supporters backing their man, talking about playoffs, even daring to whisper about promotion to the Premier League. The odds for a top 6 finish, 7-2. For promotion, 16-1. Those aren't the odds of relegation fodder. But outside the Wrexham bubble, there's been scepticism. Pundits and rival fans have questioned whether McClean is getting ahead of himself. They've drawn 9 games. Some have said drawing isn't winning. And they're not wrong. To truly challenge for the top 6, Wrexham will need to start turning those draws into victories. Yet there's something to be said for the mentality McClean is fostering. In football, belief matters, confidence matters, and right now, Wrexham have both in abundance. Phil Parkinson, in his understated way, has backed his players' assessment. The manager knows what he's got in this squad. He knows the resilience, the work ethic, the quality, and he knows that in the Championship, momentum is everything. The dressing room is clearly united. You can see it in the way they celebrate those hard-fought draws. You can see it in the way they defend for their lives when under pressure. This isn't a group of individuals. This is a team in every sense of the word. And the community, the people of Wrexham, are right behind them. This club has always been the happy of the town, but now with Welcome to Wrexham through the world, there's an added pressure and an added pride. Every result matters, every performance is scrutinised, and every player knows they're representing something bigger than themselves. So what does all this mean for Wrexham's season? Well, they're heading to Hull City on Wednesday night with genuine belief. The Tigers are just 1 point ahead in 9th place, and if Wrexham can extend their unbeaten run to 10 games with a win on Humberside, suddenly those playoff odds start looking very interesting. This isn't about getting carried away. It's about recognising what's actually happening here. Wrexham have lost 1 game in 14. They're organised, difficult to be, and they've got quality throughout the squad. Kiefer Moore is scoring goals. McClean brings experience and fire. Parkinson knows exactly what he's doing. The Championship is relentless, yes, but it's also a division where momentum can carry you a long way. And right now, Wrexham have it. From non-league to League One champions to sitting 12th in the Championship, this journey has been nothing short of remarkable. But the truly frightening thing for everyone else is that Wrexham don't look like they're done yet. At the end of the day, this is what being a Wrexham fan is all about. The belief, the defiance, the refusal to accept that we don't belong at the top table. James McClean has put into words what every Red Dragon supporter feels in their bones. We can compete with anyone. From Hollywood to the racecourse, from the National League to the Championship, this is our story, and it's far from over. Let me know in the comments, do you think Wrexham can finish in the playoffs? Hit like if you're backing the Red Dragons no matter what, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Reds.